Hi Capricorn, happy birthday as we wrap up your season here, and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-January 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, and future energies between you and the main love interest. After that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy, the cards on the right is the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Sacrifice. So this is the equivalent of the Hangman in traditional tarot. And what I'm getting primarily from this could just be saying that in the past you might have actually had to leave this connection behind, possibly because you had some career goals that you might have had to pursue. For a smaller percentage of you, could also just be saying you might have felt like in order to be in the connection would have been too much of a sacrifice, right? So maybe not that you necessarily had a particular reason to move away from the connection, but you just might have felt like you might have had to sacrifice too much of yourself to be in the connection. All right, past energy on their side, we have the World. So to me, this says that they definitely saw a lot of potential for this connection with you. So you guys might have been viewing things a little bit differently, right? Where, like I said, wherever you did move away to, let's say, pursue a career goal or something along those lines, or like I said, if you just felt like you would have had to sacrifice too much to be in a connection, this person seemed to see this connection with you as the end, well, not the end all be all. That sounds a little too dramatic, but I feel like they really did see the potential for the connection to go the distance. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Two of Arrows. So you could still be a bit undecided as far as what you want to do with this connection, right? So for some of you might actually be getting some signs and synchronicities, or possibly in your dreams they might be appearing to you in some way, but you might be feeling guided in some way to reopen lines of communication with this person. There could be some resistance on your part to that, of course, but just keep in mind, we do have Mercury retrograde currently in your sign too, so it makes perfect sense if you would be getting these things coming back up at this time. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, to me this says that they, at the very least, they're thinking of reaching forward and communicating with you. For a lot of you, I feel like they actually will do so, but at a minimum, this is saying that they have it on their mind. We even see the body language they're looking right at the cards on your side. So yeah, it looks like at the very least they want to reach out and reopen the lines of communication between the two of you. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Two of Staves. Now, I do have to say this is Aries energy here, so for some of you, this could just be saying that you will actually want to have a fresh start with this connection. But for others of you, if we do look at the body language, the way he's looking away from the cards on that side, it could just be saying that you still might come to the conclusion that you want to start elsewhere, right? Like I said, going back to the original thing where you might have felt like being in this connection, you just might view it as too much of a sacrifice for some reason. So let's just say a super generic example, maybe you guys live at a great distance from each other, right? And maybe you're not willing to move to be in a connection. That's just one of the many ways that could be playing out. And like I said, for others, you might feel like, okay, maybe you will feel guided to give it another shot. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, definitely looks like this person, like we said, it looks like they viewed a lot of potential in this connection. In the present, it looks like at the minimum they're looking to communicate with you. But here in the future, we see them going into a bit more of an action-oriented mode, and possibly even physically coming in their direction. So this could be another indicator that, like I said, maybe the two of you live at a distance, and maybe that's what you view as the main deal breaker in the connection. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Strength card. So this is Leo energy here, and what I feel like this is saying that if nothing else, you might feel like there's a lot of passion between the two of you, right? So you might have a really strong attraction to them, but like I said, there could just be something that could hold you back from wanting to take it beyond that. Like I said, for some of you, it could be a physical distance thing. There could be many reasons, but the more I'm reading into this, it seems like it could be primarily that. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have Judgment. So yeah, I mean, there's indicators all over the place. It says that this person definitely wants to get things back off the ground with you. So definitely looks like they'll be the primary one wanting to get things going between the two of you. Like I said, for some of you, it looks like there could be some openness on your part. And like I said, at a minimum, it looks like you might feel a strong pull toward the connection, but at the same time, still exhibit some resistance towards it. And like I said, the more I'm reading this, it feels like it's primarily due to physical distance between the two of you. All right, so we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck here. And I'm going to be looking for unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. Initially looking for jumpers, but if I shuffle without anything coming up, we'll just put the deck down and pull cards that way. Oh, got one there. And let's see what we get from them to you. Oh, got one there. All right, so on your side, we have personal. Says this isn't about you. I'm working through a personal issue. So yeah, interesting to see that there. Because when I was talking about the past energy of sacrifice, like I said, maybe you guys moved away. I was thinking possibly for a career situation or something along those lines, but it could be a multitude of things, right? So for each of you, it could be different, of course, but maybe that's saying that that could have been the reason why you withdrew from the connection in the past. Maybe there was just something that you had to work through, and you just wanted the space to give any energy to the connection at that time. And on their side, we have ego. It says it's easier to block everything out right now. I'd rather ignore my emotions. So yeah, interesting message there, right? Because what I could see with that could just be saying that, especially if you did withdraw from the connection for whatever reason, that might have been a blow to their ego for a while, right? And now, even with that said, though, it looks like they do definitely look like the ones you primarily want to get the connection back off the ground between the two of you. But yeah, could just be saying that if you did withdraw from the connection, might have actually hurt their feelings. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. And then lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck too, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap the reading up with. All right, and that didn't want to go back in the deck, so let's see what you got. All right, we have Time to Go, and there's the artwork. The number is 45. So let's see. Okay, the relationship message says it's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there. At the very least, that makes me think that whatever this personal issue is, right, maybe some of you might still be going through that to where you feel like you can't necessarily give any energy to the connection. And if that's the case, like I said, it looks like you might still be getting some kind of signs to reconnect with this person in some way. This person definitely looks like they would have liked to reconnect. But, I mean, like I said, maybe you guys just might decide that this just isn't the time due to whatever else you might be dealing with. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. Once again, happy birthday, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.